Right. So I put the right foot down, and then Hogan, he had an extra spike on his right foot. Okay? Well, who mails off to England to get an extra spike, a shoe with extra spikes? Ben Hogan did. Why? Because that spike was the focal point of his balance on his backswing. Talks in 5 lessons. Lift the toes in the shoes, okay? That makes you feel like your weight is between the ball of your foot and your heel. So I started just saying, okay, well, let's look the ball of the foot. Imagine where that spike is. That's the pivot point in my whole backswing. So I put it in there and I pre-turned the foot a bit so I could feel pressure. By screwing down, so to speak, into that focal point and a little bit into the heel too. But if I can keep that feeling there, I know that the weight's never going to go to the outside of my foot. Right under the ball of my foot. So my hips go forward, whatever happens, my pivot point is right there. Now what I'm doing is I'm keeping it here to the right. Now what the most people would do is they would take it back here, and when they would release all that pressure and push left. So I said, well, what happens if I keep that pressure going, clockwise into the ground with that focal point there, toes up in the air, so I know I'm not going to go forward, right? So I'm keeping that weight to the back of my heels. So I've got this done. I'm feeling this right now. I'm screwed into the ground right now. Well, what it does is it presets how you're going to move into the right leg. Okay? So now, like, I can just turn into that leg, okay? I'm just going to turn into it. I'm going to try and stay real steady on this, but my weight's there. So I'm just going to turn in it and turn through. If I want to get a little more zip into it, I can really aggressively go into that right leg because I've already preset how I'm moving into it, right? Okay. So now I'm going to do a lateral move in there. If I want, I can do it. So I'm going to do this lateral move and straight through. Now I hit that one exactly the same because what's happening is I'm so focused in terms of how I'm feeling my weight and where it remains. And when I'm coming through, okay, now this is like Paul Berthelly. He was an old pro. I think he's gone too. He's dead now. Okay, he had all these positions. Okay, so you're here, you're here, you're here. When I'm here, for me, I feel like my swing is done because as soon as my club starts heading back to the target, I'm going left. And I'm going left this way. So I'm going left down this way. So, anyways, now, Berthelly had this. This is a position, that's a position. See how low the club is? Yeah. That's a position. I'm going to show you the vertical drop and the horizontal tug, okay? I call it compression because it's easier. Because what it is in transition, I want to get shorter, okay? If I get taller, I'm going to be all over the place. Now, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to keep my foot turning into the ground. It's clockwise still, but I'm going to go like this. Now, the left leg is going out and it's tugging me. That's the tug. The hands are dropping and I'm dropping into transition. I'm going to go as slow as I can. You'll see that I'm staying in balance. I'm coming here. Now here's transition. I'm exaggerating a bit, but here's transition. And in my right leg, I still feel like I'm turning to the right, clockwise. Now I'm coming in. My heel is still on the ground. My hands are coming in, and I'm going to come like that. And I want to get to there. Now I've been able to get to there because I'm still in balance. Now that's going to take me out into the golf course, and it's going to pull me up into my finish. You'll see I'll go through all those same positions, right? And we're going to do it just like Hogan. The arms together, I'll do it like straight out of 5 lessons. People saw the twine around his arms and everything, and really tight and close together. That's great to practice, man, because you get to get in there and get into this position. Okay? And you showed the hands. The arm comes, the hands come this. Okay. When you're gonna hit the golf ball, okay, you can pull the golf club. Okay? Fred Couples pulls the golf club in with his left hand. You can push the golf club with your right hand, okay? You can also rotate the golf club. Now watch, when I'm here, rotating it like this is pretty difficult, right? If I go rotate the golf club, it's going to straighten out. If the furthest you can rotate it is to square, you're fine. So you just cup under, you Johnny Miller it. Hey. My anchor point is there, and it's on that extra spike that Ben Hogan has. That's where I feel it. And I feel like that pressure is never leaving until the ball's gone. So even if I do a weight transfer, what I'm feeling is not, I'll give you an idea. People shift squarely into their thing. Okay, square. then they turn around the outside of their foot, and then they're all over the place. The thing is, all I'm doing is presetting where the focal point of my turn is. Okay, and it means that I can make a lateral move without swaying to any place that's beyond recovering from. Okay? So, now you want to do the pronation or all that other stuff. A lot of that just happens. All this does is get you moving in a way that you cannot come back to the ball badly. I mean, you're never out of position because you're never out of balance, and you've preset how that right foot is going to, you've pre-engaged it, basically. I mean, some people are going to think this is quackery, but it's the simplest bloody thing in the world.